我望朝夕。
Alright, Donhang. Things started to get real different when this guy came out. Like, when Blade came out, whoa. Kafka? Again. And then when he came out, things just started to get out of hand. Like, the expectations people had for DPS, even with Scylla being relative, you can use her now, she still kind of works. Back then, the way she was seen in her damage, especially with the supports we have now, it wasn't quite the same, the way people saw her. But, even with, with Jing Yuan, the way you saw him back then is not really that different than the way you see him now. He's just kind of bad, but even though he worked with Sunday, but DHIL, when he came out with those multipliers, it was just insane. You did one enhanced basic with 3 skill points, and my god, you just blow up the enemy. It was unseen. It was crazy, man. But that was back then, him like being that crazy. But nowadays, I think he's decent, to be honest. His real problem is just SP, but with the supports we have now, with the way they're, kind of built around being really SP positive, like RMC or Sunday, I really don't think it's that bad. Like, his problem, unlike some other DPSs like Scylla with she needs kills, or Jing Liu she has that downtime, you can't really do anything about it, and then the 100% action advance which ruins her buffs, or Yun Li that she needs to get hit and get her energy, and like, other than those DPSs, which are real problem, his problem is SP. You can solve it. It's a solvable problem. We had Ronmei. You could use her, with he has really good break abilities, with that middle target in the blast. He does a lot of toughness. You could say super break DHIL, but I feel like that's overcooking, to be honest. It's kind of overcooking. Sparkle was a good support, but 50% action advance, and to be honest, she doesn't actually produce as much skill points as Sunday does with his light cone, which is funny. She was supposed to be that SP person, but really didn't work out. And her buffs, it'll work for 1 turn. It's just 100% for action advance from Sunday is just way more valuable. But I guess you could do a Sparkle Sunday, like pull up a Sparkle and then you can do Sunday, but again, Sparkle's buffs, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then with Robin, same thing with Ronmei. Her buffs are tied to their turn, so no matter how many times you pull up Donhang, you'll keep those buffs no matter how many times you pull them up and up and up. Especially that goes for his E2 if you have that, which apparently, like, am I crazy? 50% of players had that, which is insane, but my god, like, that's... It's funny, because E2 Herda has that baked in now, so that E2 is his base kit for Herda. That's hilarious, to be honest. Oh yeah, and RMC, that true damage, that is crazy. That, paired with the fact that they're always basic attacking, and then Sunday pulling up DHIL with a bunch of skill points being generated, I think it's a pretty decent team. If you have Gallagher to get skill points with his basic, old basic, or Aventurine, or God forbid you're using Vulture, but I guess. You could use DHIL. The problem is ratio is free, and he has kind of comparable damage when you consider the whole SP thing. He's doing what, 150 skills into 270 follow-ups, that's about 420. Compared to DHIL, he has the 500 and the single target and then 180 on the sides. So I guess DHIL's like almost a 900 multiplier, but you gotta keep in mind it's 3 skill points. But if you can keep it up, maybe, DHIL performs better, but I think Ratio can do some things, with his ultimate, he gets 2 of those procs for free. I think, yeah, it could go either way. But I'm just saying it's a little bit of competition there, especially Rappa, Imaginary, Super Break. It's hard to compete with that, it broke the game, And then now we have My Day, and that kind of like, it's literally Imaginary Destruction. There's very direct competition there. Am I saying that DHIL is bad now? No, it's just, time has passed, where this is 3.1, that was 1.3. I think it's pretty natural they have competition. But at least, Jing Liu came after him, who was supposedly better, is now cooked, and still cooked. So I'd say he's pretty good, to be honest.